think you understand that I've been too much my entire life. Hi, Lynn again. This is Lynn Logic. Welcome to this week's episode. Season 3, Episode 3. Hello, Murphy, my old friend. I've gone and hurt myself again. I start every episode with the same intro, and in it, as you will see, I refer to myself as the embodiment of Murphy's Law. I would like to expand on that, so this ramble came into fruition. I hope you enjoy, and remember, I totally got hurt doing this shit, and this is only some of the stories. I have so many more. Now for the bad on paper part of this episode and a quick recap. I am a widow of a cross-dressing alcoholic, and I'm a survivor of a blood clot in my brain caused by birth control pills, an experience that ultimately led to a hysterectomy. I am also the daughter of a man who spent 23 years in prison. Trauma and I are well acquainted. Those are just the top 3 highlights. I may come across as a walking embodiment of Murphy's Law, but laughter has always been part of my survival plan. Professionally, I have spent 25 years working in accounting and operations across real estate, car dealerships, and hotels. I also hold a BA in psychology. I have always loved patterns, numbers, and categories. Lynn Logic exists because of that love. If you've ever fallen down, laughed at it, and then turned it into a fun story, like and subscribe. Welcome to Lynn Logic. If you want a fast-track intro into the Lynn Logic library, check out the combined videos, My Narrative and the Worst Day Ever for a crash course. Also, Lynn Logic is now a podcast, which means you can listen to me while other people talk at you. You can find the podcast on Dystopia, YouTube, Apple, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Google, Pandora, Patreon, and Spotify, which, like YouTube, Spotify holds both video and audio. I heard that Apple's about to get this too, so look for it. I am trying to be everywhere. Can you tell? Follow along on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok too. Over on Dystopia, I've made merch because of course I did. Each episode comes with its own episode-specific shit to buy. My twisted sense of humor also comes with visuals. You're welcome. Welcome to Lynn Logic. Let's get started. Let's talk about adventure. I describe myself as the embodiment of Murphy's Law, but what do I actually mean by that? I have talked at length about the woman I was when I married my husband and the woman I am becoming after. But let's discuss the woman I was before. Now, a disclaimer is nobody's friend, but do not try this shit at home. I hurt myself a bunch. Now, how do I approach this? Chronologically? As a child, I was difficult. I was the baby of the family, born jaundiced, breeched, and 2 months after an eclipse. First off, you see my crooked lips? I was born with extra tissue on my lips called a meningioma and had plastic surgery in 3rd grade. And as I age, they get more crooked. I like them. I do not have a symmetrical face. It's okay. I feel pretty anyways. Oddly enough, I still remember the lemon smell of the gas they used to knock me out. This was my first hard drug. At 6 years old, I broke my arm. It was Easter Sunday, and my sister was jumping from my mom's dresser to her bed, and I came in the room and exclaimed, "You can fly?" And my older sister said I should try it and see if I can fly too. If I was really a member of this family, I should be able to fly. Yeah, I didn't. I bounced and then screamed as I had broken the top part of my right arm. I am guessing that this explains why I'm ambidextrous with activities. Also probably from playing the piano for a short amount of time. You see how I can move my pinky independently on my left hand like that? That little ability has made it so that I can use this hand in some activities better than my right. And how I seem to have fast reflexes with it. Well, it is technically not my dominant hand. But nowadays, who isn't ambidextrous? Hasn't technology aided in all of that? A little bit older now, maybe 8, I grew up in the JCC, the Jewish Community Center. I swam on the swim team, at least until puberty, then I became more buoyant. Let me tell you, I still have a killer breaststroke. I got kicked out of Girl Scouts from there. I got kicked out of Hebrew school from there. I had my first kiss there. I grew up at the JCC. My mom worked at the snack bar, and my uncle had the contract on it. He has had a deli here in Charlotte for more than 3 decades. It's called Phil's Deli. Have you ever eaten there? It's so good. Well, my sister and I were there after school one day. This was a very frequent thing, and we loved it. Well, I was swinging on this metal gate, and it was one of those locked after hours kind of gates. My sister was doing it first, so of course I was going to do it as well. So I'm swinging on the gate, and my middle finger slips around the gate, and when the gate hit the brick wall, my finger was still there, and I smooshed the top of my finger almost all the way off. It was literally dangling on. My mom called my uncle, and he was there lickety-split in his red convertible. You know this shade. It's midlife crisis red. I want one now. My mom took care of my sister and then came up to the hospital to relieve my uncle. And they sewed my finger back on and bandaged me all up. And my mom and I were walking out of the hospital with people staring and smirking at me. And my mom, of course, was giggling too. Why, you ask? Because when they bandage up my middle finger, it was now big and bulbous and pushing all my other fingers down in a perpetual middle finger fuck you stance. Kids, you want to be allowed to flip off anybody for a couple of months? Try it only if you are a fan of pain and aren't fond of using your hand. Not a good trade-off, but I thought it was hilarious, and so did my mom. Let me interrupt myself here. I am a Gen Xer. Most of these stories you were going to ask where my mom was, but it was fine. The neighbors were home, and growing up during this time, that was enough. Also, we weren't watched as closely as the kids are today. We didn't have technology. We had to go outside for adventures, and our parents wouldn't let us stay inside. We would go everywhere, miles away from home, because we were on our bikes. And in Charlotte, there were woods and parks and trails and shortcuts all around. Everybody knows we came home when the streetlights came on. Well, little Lynn forgot that bit when I was in 3rd grade, and I made a friend at the park. And when she asked me if I wanted to go play at her house, I was like, yeah. So off I went. I met her dad, and he asked if my mom knew where I was, and I answered, sure. My older sister went home, and when my mom asked her where I was, she said I was with my friend. My mom asked what my friend's name was, and my sister said she didn't know. Hell, when my mom asked me later what my friend's name was, I didn't know. I came home at full dark to my mom standing out yelling my name, and my uncle was there too. She had called him. I remembered her calling the police too, but I'm not 100% sure on that memory. But ooh, did I get in trouble. Kids today aren't familiar with the word whoopin', and it shows. I remember it was when we lived in Pinehurst Apartments off of Providence Road across from Strawberry Hill. They are named something else now. Another time when we lived in these apartments, my mom had run out on an errand. The neighbors were home. After my mom left, my sister came upstairs and told me that I just missed Michael Jackson. He had stopped by to use our bathroom while I was upstairs playing with my Barbies. My mom came home to me crying and my sister sitting downstairs watching the Goonies, hence where she got the idea from. I tore my muscle rollerblading. I sort of rolled backwards down a driveway. It was so steep. I ran over my own leg riding an ATV for the first time. Coolest fucking bruise ever. It was like actual tire tracks on my calf. I landed on my face on my first skydive and still went like 5 more times. I had a problem with the depth perception. That was actually my fault. I burned my leg on so many exhaust pipes from the dirt bikes and motorcycles. I did actually hit a parked car on my bike twice. For the things that I did to my mother's cars, besides total one 3 days after getting my license, because I hit a tree in reverse, going 35 miles per hour. You should check out the Confessions to My Mom episode for the details on that one and more examples of fuck around and find out. And yes, I did let my mom get retribution and beat me with a rolled up magazine. Yeah, she started to try and stab me with it. Is okay. I deserve. When I backpacked through Costa Rica for 3 weeks when I was in college, so much amazing and fun times. But yeah, I totally got hurt. I don't know if you can tell this, but my skin doesn't really like direct sunlight. I sunburn in 15 minutes. Not good for being so close to the equator, right? I sunburnt the tops of my feet on the first day in Costa Rica and had to hike in flip-flops. These blue flip-flops that I bought for $1.25, and they lasted for a decade. The flip-flops were not great for the terrain or the wildlife. Can I just say poison dart frogs and rhinoceros beetles? Look them up. Pretty and freaky. I tried Costa Rican moonshine from a little village, threw up after I drank it, and then they showed me the hole they made it in, and I threw up again. I got pushed out of the raft while we were whitewater rafting. All good. I had to pee. I did hit a tree ziplining through the rainforest. The guide went, and he went upside down. And so I asked if I could do that too, and I wanted to hear yes. So that's what I heard. So I went upside down too and slammed into a tree. Almost broke my leg. And the guide, when I got to the other platform, said, "No, no, loco gringa." Sorry, it was so much fun though. Years later, I got to go on a cruise with my mom and all the ladies. I snuba dived. Yes, snuba. And I just kept trying to go deeper. In fact, the guide had to come and check on me. We were supposed to go under, see if we were comfortable breathing underwater, and then come right back up. I went under and stayed. So the guide came to check on me. He was laughing in his mask as I was trying to go deeper and into a shipwreck. I cave tubed, so cold, but a nice cold. Opportunity does create adventure. I just hope for more opportunities. With me, the worst possible things happened. So what else do I have to be afraid of? It's not like I died. Except that time with the blood clot in my brain. But that was caused from birth control pills. Seems ironic that the thing that almost killed me was medicine. And I didn't die doing all this dumb and fun shit. Let me explain a reference. In the 70s and 80s, we had Mikey in the Life cereal commercials. Give it to Mikey. He will try anything. I think there was an urban legend that he had actually died from eating Pop Rocks and drinking a Pepsi. No, that won't hurt you. And yes, I tried it. Of course I did. Anyways, I have sort of Mikey'd my way through life. Sort of had the motto, I will try anything once. That way I can bitch about it. Except bungee jumping. My body is not built for bouncing. Although I have jumped off of bridges and cliffs and whatever else to land into water, our parents would actually use this phrase as a logical defense system. If Billy jumped off a bridge, would you? Yes. Yes, I did. I had no issues as long as I was second. Billy showed me it was safe. Billy is the guinea pig. And Billy didn't die, so hell yeah. Here's the other bit. I was a raver. Do you know what that was? I went to raves. It was that simple. I was a raver in the 90s, and I went to them all the time and did a shit ton of drugs. Picture this. It's prom night, junior year of high school, so 1996. And me and my cousin went to prom together. We were best friends. I wore a killer emerald green empire waist dress and ballet slippers that had been dyed to match. Her and I lasted about 30 minutes before I was over it, so we left. We went to a rave at Tremont Music Hall, and I ate shrooms for the first time. I was outside staring at the trees, and they turned into a Bob Ross painting before they Stay Puft Marshmallow Man came out of the trees. I laughed so fucking hard. It was hilarious. We used to travel for raves from DC to Atlanta. It was all about plur, peace, love, unity, and respect. And drugs. Lots of drugs. How else did we dance until 8 a.m.? And hell, even now, the drugs we did in the 90s are being used to treat us now. Did you know that they prescribe ketamine? I knew that as Special K and a cat tranquilizer. Out of all the drugs I have done, the one that almost killed me was prescribed to me. I have lived through some great times, and I have had some really shitty ones as well. Like drugged, then raped in a hotel room at 23. Held down in a parking lot in high school and assaulted. Countless amounts of times being bullied. I was fat and had glasses, and hell, in 8th grade, wore the same shirt as a teacher. On picture day. Even I would have made fun of me for that one. I don't know if walking out of the bathroom with my skirt tucked into my pantyhose was more embarrassing. Nope. Wearing the shirt the teacher was wearing was worse. I actually walked past her and she said, "Looking good." And that shit was documented in the yearbook. Now I don't want you to feel bad for me. The rape, I did turn it into an art piece and transferred that trauma there. I still have it in storage, wrote the story of it on it, and that is where it lives. The bullying only worked on me for a short time. I became a bit retaliatory and strategic. That had built me up to handle the unlaws. When we were younger in the 80s, we would prank people. For instance, sugar in the gas tank, potato in the exhaust, baloney all over the exterior, it tore the paint off. We toilet papered people's houses and forked their yards. This was something you did in the winter. You stick plastic forks in someone's yard and let them freeze in place overnight. Then the next day, when they went to get the forks out, they would break, leaving little tiny plastic pieces in their yard, just ruining it. I mean, we drank Jolt. We ate food made from whatever was lying around. We were afraid of Ouija boards. Everyone knew someone that was playing with a Ouija board and went to the kitchen where a ketchup bottle had fallen and broken onto the floor with a knife stuck through it. We had so many urban legends and satanic panic, and we survived falling from trees and almost drowning in someone's pool. We spent our youth in creeks and abandoned places. Life was fun. Everything was about adventure and experience. As we age, life gets more filled with bullshit, and we forget to have fun. Just have fun and laugh. Remember what it was like to be young. Not the physical part, we can't get that back. The mental bit. The wanting to experience and explore all that life has to offer. I hope you have a great day and do something fun, but legal. Remember, you are over 18 now and can be tried as an adult. Chin up, tits out, bye. Other question, any other trauma survivors out there have this thing where animals sort of flock to them now? Like, I'm over here making friends with birds and not the squirrels. I fucking hate the squirrels. Fucking tree rats. Oh my god, I was at war with a squirrel last summer. I mean, I started it because it got on the front porch post or railing, and it was trying to eat the bird food, and we had already added cayenne pepper to the bird food so that the squirrels wouldn't eat it, but somehow they like the spicy food. Don't know why. These new squirrels are big into spicy food. So What had happened was, bye Charlie. What had happened was, is that it would be on the post and it would see, or it would be on the railing and it would see me come out. And instead of fully leaving the railing, it would go around the post and hide on the other side. Now, squirrels aren't really good at hide and seek. I don't know if you know this about them, but they have these long, bushy tails. And so it became a goal of mine that every time the squirrel would hide behind the post, I would quietly sneak up, which I am really good at walking quietly. Just honestly, I lived with an alcoholic for over a decade. You learn how to walk quietly. I was 330 pounds and I could walk quietly. So I have a tendency to sneak up on people without meaning to. You just can't hear me. It's weird. So anyway, back to my story. Let me make sure I can remember where I was at. And so what I would do is I would sneak up behind the squirrel and pull on its tail. And I got really good at it. And I would tell you, this squirrel would go into its tree, which was kind of like on the other side of the yard, and it would actually sit there and cuss me out. Like, it would climb the tree and then yell at me for like 20 minutes. And here's the thing, motherfucker never learned. I still grabbed its tail every fucking time, and it would go in the tree, and then it would cuss me out. So, at the end of last summer, I did a peace treaty with the squirrel in my mind. I went up, and at the base of his tree, I put a handful of cashews. In my mind, that's like the gourmet of nut. And so I gave the squirrel like the Wagyu beef version of nut for him. That's in my mind, you know. So, and then he showed up the next summer, and, I guess this was 2 years ago then. He showed up the next summer, and, I still pulled the motherfucker's tail. I'm not gonna lie, he did the same fucking thing. He didn't learn his lesson. You know, so yes, I call squirrels tree rats, and my dog has a t-shirt that says squirrels can't be trusted. But all the other animals, do they come up to you? Because it's a lot, honestly, it's a lot with moths and bees. I can't tell you how many times I have been stung since coming out of the trauma. It is an insane amount. I got stung twice in one day. Come to find out there was a nest, but still, you know, it's been weird. And I mean, as a kid, I always loved bees. Like, I would be like, they're my friends. I was that kid with the bees. And so it's weird that, and yes, I got stung as a kid, but not that much. But it's weird that now I'm like, okay, you guys need to stop being so aggro around me. I don't know what it is. Anyway, any other trauma survivors out there have a weird relationship with animals and possibly that neurodivergent way of asking that sentence? That was a really long question. I'd apologize, but that's how my brain works. Yeah. It's so much fun now. I'm sorry. That shouldn't be the sentence. Anyway, my original question. Because I will ramble, but I will get to my original point every time. So, my outfit choices seem to always look planned. Because the colors kind of match. No, they don't. My outfit choices never looked planned. I look like I'm turning into the witch in a movie where they're like, she lives in that house on the hill. Don't go up there. Like, I'm the neighborhood witch or something. I'm like the widow witch or something. Anyway, so the reason why my clothes never match isn't because I have any good fashion sense. It's really because I start out, if you've got ADHD, I'm hoping this sounds familiar because I've only recently been diagnosed with ADHD, and I don't know if it's because of it's after a blood clot or if I've always been this way, but kind of subdued myself. I don't know what it is, but the person I'm becoming has ADHD. So, And like, first off, do you say shit like that? So here's what happens when I get dressed. I'll have an outfit in mind, and I'll think, that's a good outfit. And I'll go looking for that outfit. And then I won't find that outfit. Now, it's usually in the last place I look because, that's how it always fucking happens. When people tell you, well, it's in the last place you'll look. Yeah, no shit. Then you'll stop looking. So, so I can't find the outfit that I want. And so I start looking for other pieces that I'm comfortable with, that I'm like, oh, I'm really comfortable in that, or that has meaning there. Or especially with episodes, I have a tendency to coordinate my outfits with what I'm talking about. So there's going to be some sort of symbolism in my outfits in every one. I've been intentional with my videos from the very beginning in regards to outfit choices and kind of filming spots and things like that, because I needed to learn how to be comfortable in front of a camera. Even this outfit, the Gen X outfit, is a outfit choice because the content that I'm talking about is my youth, and I'm a Gen Xer. So when I get dressed, damn, I'm gonna have to do so much editing here. Alright, so when I get dressed, I can't find that original outfit, so I look for pieces that make me look comfortable, and I kind of go into and sort of fall into the components of the outfit, and then I find the original outfit. All the time, never fails. I finally find the original outfit. And at that point, I've got a new outfit on, and I have to decide if my original outfit sounds good, or do I like my new outfit? So then now I'm given a choice. I hate making decisions. I really do. I make very fast decisions. My late husband used to hate that about me, because once I made a decision, I was done with it. I'm like, why are we still discussing it? I've already decided. So when I give two decisions like that, now I'm comfortable, but that was my original idea. And so now I'm in this sort of fighting myself, and so I don't know. It just depends on the day of the week what outfit I end up with. Well, that was a good warm-up for my voice, wasn't it? Yes, I can constantly ramble. I am like this all the time. I wake up and I don't need caffeine. I only drink caffeine because I get headaches without it. And I don't know if you know this about me. Before you have a blood clot in the brain, you get a lot of headaches before. I had them for 17 years. And so, actually, no, I don't get headaches from caffeine, not having caffeine anymore. I've broken that. I just really like Coca-Colas. Don't know why. Oh, yeah, they're fucking great. Sorry. Love a Coca-Cola. Woo. Or a cherry Pepsi. Those are my two. I either want a Coca-Cola or a cherry Pepsi. Oh, yummy. So, yeah. I straddle the fence on that one, don't I? Alright. I should stop rambling and start recording, because I can do this for hours. Alright. Let's figure it out. Alright. Let's go left-handed on this one. You okay with your little snuggle buddy? I gave my dog a haircut and it looks like shit because I don't know what I'm doing. And he's a little asshole. Are you kidding me? I still haven't been able to cut the hair on his penis because angry whenever scissors get near. Scissors to the cock is apparently mad. I mean, I'm sure Lorena Bobbitt wouldn't think so, but... Oh, God. I once heard a story about a woman in China or Japan, one of those Asian countries over there, with the large Asian countries. And she found out her husband was cheating. She cut off his penis, and they had it. And so when he went to the hospital and they sewed it back on, he was healing from that. This bitch went into the hospital, cut it off again, and threw it out the hospital window so that they could not retrieve it because it just got ran over by a bunch of cars at that point. That was an angry woman. Whew. She wouldn't follow through. Damn. Damn. That keeps getting stuck in my cleavage. It's a weird length for a necklace. There we go. That's my problem. Can I be honest? I mean, yeah, of course I can, but I really wish that somebody would start making necklaces that are made for people with big tits. I either need it to be a little looser here because I don't want it to choke me, so I need it right here in the middle. And if it's a long necklace, I got like a mountain to go over before it gets to here. So the long necklaces on someone with smaller boobs, it takes a lot less chain. You gotta go over that. That's like, whoosh. So let me know. If there are anybody out there that makes necklaces for women with large tits, let me know. Oh, it's the sister twisters in the movie Twister. Oh my god. They need to have Twisted Sister playing in the background. Sister Twisters in the movie Twister with Twisted Sister. Please make that into a new tongue twister. Sister Twisters in the movie Twisters playing Twisted Sister. Oh my god, the one I've always hated was red leather, yellow leather. Never been able to do that one. You're supposed to be able to say it 5 times fast. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. See? I could do it before the blood clot. Alright. It's so much fun now. I'm sorry. Come on. You want to snuggle? Okay. Sit down. You want a blanket? I'll sit you up and make you compliant. Compliant. 'Cause I need you to chill the fuck out. Okay. They may look intentional, but my ADHD brain... No, Charlie, come here. Charlie, come here. Come on. Come on. Charlie, move your fat ass. Come on. No. Leave it alone. Leave him alone. Can you lay somewhere? Do you want to snuggle? Are you mad because he's in your spot? Here, Charlie. Look. There you go. Get your spot. Okay, get in your spot. He's fine. Okay. That is a 26-pound cat, and that is a deaf 9.8-pound dog. The last episode featured a cameo, or a supporting role, actually, with my mom's other cat, Stevie Nicks, which, like Stevie, is absolutely a beautiful cat. No matter what, you're like looking at that cat and you're like, that cat's just pretty. I've got a picture. I will definitely post it during this, maybe. Is it right here? Or is it right here? Okay. Right. So, since I'm prepping for the episode, why don't you share and smoke the bowl with me? I mean, I like to smoke like 3, about 3 bowls. That's how you do it. If you know your eyes water, then yes, that is a good hit. Your eyes should water. You know, good smoke, good dick. Your eyes water. Best bet is what I'm smoking is 100% legal in the state of North Carolina. I wish it was better, though. Like, I tried this kind, it was like 35%. No, 38%. And I was like, okay, that's kind of touching the percentage that I'm looking for, but I'm looking for like 45 is kind of my happy range. You know, maybe 47. Ooh, at least 42, because I love Douglas Adams. It's a lady hit, because I only did the one cough. Oh, fucking hell. The two cougher. It's the golf cough. Golf clap. Hi, Lynn again. This is Lynn Logic. Welcome to this week's episode. Season 3, Episode 3, Hello Murphy, my dear old... fuck. The screen went blank, and I went blank, and we blinked together. Episode. Season 3, Episode 3, Hello Murphy, my dear old friend, and ouch, you asshole? No, that's not the episode title. Okay. I am a widow of a cross-dressing alcoholic, and I'm a survivor of a blood clot in my brain caused by birth control pills. Whew, let's do that in one more breath. Breathing is important. Yes. Well acquainted. Those are just the top 3 highlights. Highlights. Pandora, Patreon, Spotify, Google. Let's start over. What the hell did that happen there? I have talked at length about the woman I was when I was married. Jaundice breached in 2 months after an apocalypse. No, shit. Not apocalypse. It says eclipse and there's apocalypse. Amount of time. See how I can just move my pinky? Hold on, wait. Explains why I'm ambidextrous with some activities. Nope, that's not what it says. See how I can just move my pinky like that on my left hand? I mean, I can move all my fingers, but... Dexterous with activities. Also it so that I can use this hand and... And this ability has made it... I am guessing that this amount of time. See how I can move? Allium, I had a killer breaststroke still. Nope, that's not how that sentence should read. Community center. I swam on the oh, fuckity. We're calling the police too, but I'm not 100% sure. Sister said she didn't know. Hell, when my mama asked her where I was, she said I was with my friend. Stop moving your head so much. Who are you, Stevie Wonder? You're okay. My older sister went home, and when my mom asked where... Oh, fuckity. My older sister went. Remember her calling the cops too, and damn it. Her where I was. She said I was with a fuck. Stop it. You're not gonna sit there and lick yourself. Hey. Stop. It's either there to stay or long gone, but you need to give up. It's okay. Give up on that. Let me just cover you up. When I backpacked through Costa Rica, nope. When I backpacked, nope. Like direct sunlight, and I got sunburnt. Oh, no. Said, no, loco. No, that's not. Mm-mm. You know, except that thing that time. Nope. A cave tube. Nope. Let me explain a reference. In the 80s, we had Mikey in the Life cereal commercials. I think it was also in the 70s too. Was that the 80s or the 70s shit? What's going on? You got the hiccups? I can't scare you. You're deaf. Boo! Okay, one more thing. I've already written the next episode, and it is powerful, at least in my opinion. And I want to read it publicly. So if anyone knows any good spots for storytelling, let me know, because I want to go and read in front of a crowd. I'm dying to. So anyway, I hope you have a good night.